In today's video, we're gonna test the brand new Hohem iSteady V3 Ultra, and we're gonna find out if this is the best smartphone gimbal that you can purchase at the moment in late 2025. We're gonna put it through its paces in 6 different categories, and ultimately we will find out if you should invest your hard-earned money into this gimbal. Let's get started. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Super excited to have you. Let's kick things off in category number 1, which is always the most important for me personally, and that is the smoothness. Like, how smooth are the shots that you're gonna get with the gimbal, because ultimately that's what I'm purchasing a gimbal for. Obviously the AI features, the light and all that stuff, and the extension rod, like all of this is cool, but ultimately I want to have smooth shots. I have been using the V3 Ultra extensively. I've taken it with me on a summer vacation, and with all of the shots you can see that this is a very steady gimbal. Also, as I have been filming in very tough windy situations, especially in the combination of using it with the iPhone 16 Pro, the results that I got are absolutely super steady, super smooth, especially also if you pair it with the ultra wide angle lens in 60 FPS. This is a killer combination. So if you're looking for a steady gimbal, yes, the V3 Ultra ticks this box. Second category is the weight and overall the size. I want to have a gimbal, especially if I'm purchasing one under 200 bucks, that is small and lightweight, that I can take with me on the go. I think that's ultimately the point when it comes to filming with a smartphone. Like, it should be small, easy to use, and you should be able to take it with you everywhere. The V3 Ultra is a relatively small gimbal. I think it's one of the smaller gimbals that I have been using. There are definitely much bigger versions out there. So yes, I think it's a very small, a very lightweight gimbal. I also enjoy that it still has a payload of up to 400 grams. So pretty much no matter what phone you're using, even if you're using something like an S25 Ultra or something like this can still handle this, no problem. You can also fold it down. A tripod is built in, so you do not need to carry any kind of extension tripod or anything. So yes, when we're talking about size and weight and also payload, for me personally, this ticks off the box as well. All right, the next category is all about tracking features, and I want to have AI tracking, and I want to have a tracking that works without any external app or without any app that I need to be using. I want to have a tracking tool that works with any app, no matter if I'm using a Blackmagic app or the native app, and also no matter if I'm using an iPhone or an Android phone, I want this to work. The Hohem iSteady V3 Ultra has this module right here. It's actually detachable and you can turn it into any direction. And the cool thing is it works without any specific app. Like, you just plug it in, then you just do this little hand gesture right here, then it recognizes you and then it starts following along. That works super well. Also, you can stop recording, or you can stop the tracking just by doing this hand gesture. You can reframe yourself by doing this hand gesture. Generally speaking, when it comes to Hohem gimbals and the AI tracking, this is working super well. And one thing that I really like with this gimbal, it also has this little remote control where you actually have a screen, and there you can actually see the live image from this AI tracking module. So you can see exactly what it is tracking. Again, even if you're using any kind of app, or like no matter what you're using, you will always see that. And you can also see if you're framed properly or not. And you can even track, or you can select what you want to track. So when it comes to the tracking feature, I think this absolutely ticks all of the boxes, and this is playing like with the big boys. So when it comes to the AI tracking features, Hohem iSteady V3 ticks the box one more time. If a smartphone gimbal wants to be the best in a specific category, in this case under 200 bucks, for me it also needs to have a couple of cool party tricks, like having a gimbal that's small, that's lightweight, easy to use, that works, that creates smooth shots. Like, yes, this is very cool, but I also want to have a couple of party tricks that just looks cool. And I think here the iSteady V3 Ultra also delivers. One party trick, for example, is the built-in extension pole. Also, if you're shooting upside down, so you do not have to bend down that much, that's working very nicely. I think also the detachable remote control, where you can actually see yourself through the AI tracker, that's also very cool. Also, the fact that you can change the rotation of the gimbal just by pressing this little button is very cool. I also love the fact that it has a light built in. I also like that I can change the color temperature and the intensity, and I also very much like the built-in mini table tripod. So yes, when it comes to the party tricks, it's nothing crazy, it's nothing groundbreaking new, so I would maybe not tick off the box entirely. I would maybe give it a wave, but still it's good enough in my opinion. And last but not least, I want to have a gimbal that is easy to use. I do not want to fumble around with different apps. I do not want to press 1,000 buttons, 4 different times to get to a certain mode. I just want to have a gimbal that works, where I just press a button so that it, recalibrates itself. I press one button to change orientation. I do one hand gesture, in this case, this hand gesture, to start the tracking. I do one to stop it. Overall, the entire menu is super easy. Like, you can basically change any settings that you want directly on this tiny screen right here. You can start and stop the recording. You can zoom in, like you can change the modes, like everything works on this tiny little device. And you also have a button for, the most important stuff. So yeah, I had no issues at all, especially also when it comes to the learning curve. Yeah, you like within a couple of hours, maybe not even a couple of hours, like within a couple of minutes, you will feel comfortable using that gimbal. So yeah, in summary, if you're in the market for a gimbal, if you want to test out a Hohem gimbal, I can very much recommend that you give this a shot, especially since this is under 200 bucks. I think it ticks off all of the boxes and you actually cannot go wrong with this gimbal right here. I will link it down below in case you want to check it out for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. In case you're not subscribed, make sure you do so, and I'll see you guys in the next one.